Hey guys, Spider here. I am um, going to be doing a Dead is Dead survival mode in A15. I've played A15 for a little bit now, so gotten used to most of the new stuff. Still maybe one or two things out there that I haven't quite seen or done yet. Um, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this mode real quick and see how long I can survive, and we're gonna have some fun with it. So I'm just getting the stream set up and going as well. I'm recording and streaming. I'll throw this up on my YouTube once it's done recording as well. Uh, but just getting the stream set up here. Alright, I think that's good. Alright, so we're going to start a new game here. Let's call this Dead is Dead. We're going to make this single player. We'll do random gen, so I don't know where anything's at to learn it all. Difficulty, let's make it insane. Yep, make this fun. Let's knock this up to 18. Zombies runs default, enemy aggression's normal. Yeah, that's all good. We'll knock the 24-hour cycle down to 40 minutes instead of the normal 50 minutes. Make the day-nights go a little bit quicker. Everything else we'll probably just leave. Yeah, we'll just leave it as it is normally. That's fine. Alright. So, let's see just how long I can survive. See if I can make it to day 49. Unless I do something completely stupid, I should be able to at least make it to 28. But I've been known to be dumb and stupid, so it wouldn't surprise me if I do something that's a little goofballish and gets me killed. It'll be fun. So as I'm doing this, I'll also explain a little bit for those of you that have never played the game or have played it very sparingly or haven't played it in quite a while. I'll start explaining some of the new things that are in the game, explain why I do some of the things that I do, um, give you insight into how I do things. Doesn't necessarily mean they're right, doesn't necessarily mean they're the best way, but they're the way that I do them. I've been playing this game for a long time, since Alpha 2. Play a lot of multiplayer, so I've learned a few tricks of the trade, so to say. So for those of you that have not seen quests yet, there's quests in the game. When you first start out, it tells you up there in the top right. You won't be able to see it in the stream for some reason. I don't know why. Hopefully it'll show up in the recording, but anyway, in the top right, it'll tell you what you got to do to complete it. Right now, what I have to do is collect plant fibers, stone and wood, so I can make me an axe, stone axe. Basically, these first few quests are just the basic things you would do normally to get going in the game and get set up right off the bat. Nice, there's a lake right over there. So let's find some easy wood. There's one. I need 5 stone. There's the wood. A couple of stones. There's my 5 stones. Now I can craft my stone axe. Let's get rid of some of this stuff out of my belt. So the first little piece of quest is done. Go ahead and keep gathering all this. or more materials. The next thing is making plant fiber clothes. We want a hood. We want a shirt. We want shoes. We want gloves. And we want pants. Why those all go up, we'll continue to get more materials. So for the first day, basically all you're doing is you're gathering materials, you're getting stuff set up for you to be able to survive at least the first night. And then after that, you'll start trying to find a place to make a base. You just basically scavenging as much as you can scavenge. So now I got all these clothes made. My next part of the quest is to wear them. So let's equip them all. Alright, that's done. Let's get some rock here. Oh, that's lead. That's not rock. Lots of lead. So this is a new thing to Alpha 15. There are lead composites or lead chunks on above ground, so you're able to get lead a little easier. And I need to find a rock. There's some. Get some materials. The next thing I got to do is I got to build a wood club. Let's do that real quick. Alright, the wood club's done. Let's get some iron going. I'm going to break this club back down because I don't like to use the wood club. I do like to use the reinforced club, but do I not have... Oh, I need 100 iron. I need a lot more iron. We'll get that. Next part of the quest is gather feathers, craft a bow, and craft arrows. So when you first spawn into the game, the area that you first spawn into is usually a little safe area. You're pretty safe from having any zombies show up at you. Let's craft a couple more axes here. Some people like to spam craft. I normally don't. Sometimes at night I might spam craft a few stone axes just to pass a little bit of time and build them up just a little bit, but they really kind of nerfed that some in Alpha 15, which is good. There's not as much benefit to spam crafting. You still can, but it's a slower process. Another cool thing about Alpha 15 is you can now scrap your axes, which is really good. Let's go ahead and scrap that one anyway. You'll notice that rocks now give you pieces of iron scrap. You can then scrap that down to, or I think it's raw iron actually. You can scrap that down to scrap iron. You need the scrap iron to make the iron reinforced clubs. When you're burning the or smelting the iron resource in a forge, you get 1-to-1 for the scrap iron. You get, I believe, 5-to-1 for a single piece of raw iron. And if you scrap the raw iron here to regular iron, I think it's a 3-to-1 gain. So it's better to just smelt the raw iron. That's where you're going to get the most gain out of it. Another thing that I'm going to try to do in this run through is I'm going to try to do all this without setting up a really hard, heavy fortified base. We'll see what happens with that. Be interesting to see how it goes. Alright, so now I can make my iron reinforced club. And I need to make a couple more stone axes. Oh, whoops. Did not mean to do that. Need to scrap that one. Oh. Don't want to hit it with my club, I want to hit it with my mining axe. Alright, so let's get some more. These are snowberries. You can pick them up and eat them. It's a new part of the game, or a new part of Alpha 15. You do not want to eat a whole bunch of them at one time without eating other stuff or drinking other stuff in between. You will get snowberry poisoning, and it will slowly take your health away. Alright, I gotta find some bird's nests. Let's get a little more wood here, and then I'll start searching for bird's nests. A lot of people might not spend as much time getting resources right off the bat than I am. They might run off real quick and try to find a house to scavenge and try to set up a temporary base in. I'm of the mindset that it's better to get the materials right off the bat. You're going to need them anyway. You're in a safe zone right off the bat. You might as well just spend the time getting it done then. You got plenty of time in the first day to do the stuff you want to do before you go find somewhere to hole up for the night. Now, the problem for me is going to be, this is insane mode, and the zombies are going to be very hard to kill. One headshot will not kill them. So, right off the bat, I most likely won't waste a lot of time trying to fight zombies. I got a couple feathers. Alright, let's go ahead and craft the bow. And get both arrows going. Alright, that part of the quest is done. Craft wood frames. Wood frames are an essential part of this game for those of you that have never played or have played very little. You always want to keep wood frames on your body. You're always going to need them. I usually try to carry 25 to 40. It's just the smart thing to do. You're always going to need them and use them. I usually tend to carry them on my belt in the last spot. That way I know where they're at. They're easy to get to. So yeah, get used to building wood frames. So this part of the quest is learning how to build them, learning how to upgrade them. You just right click on them. You can see in the bottom right where it's taking the resources away that it uses to upgrade it. In this case it took wood to get them up to that level. And craft a bedroll. I'm going to come back over here and put it up on top of this. And the next part is going to be crafting a campfire. And once it's crafted, placing it. And then I'll have the first 8 quests done. Mini quests, side quests, whatever you want to call them. Once you complete them, it tells you you've completed it, good job. I got a skill point that I can spend. Not going to spend that right now. The next side quest is find the trader. They've given me the location of one trader, and he's right up there. So we'll start heading in that general direction. Excuse me. Oh, head up there. We'll find bird's nest as much as we can. Let's do get arrows made so that I can try to kill zombies when I see them. There's a deer, but I'm not going to mess with him for now. My main goal as of right now is continue searching for feathers. So I need bird's nests or a chicken. I will kill a chicken. Oh, there's a zombie. That's good. I'm getting some nice feathers right off the bat. So this guy's hard to kill normally anyway. Let's see how many arrows it takes. And oh, I got a couple zombies on me. This is gonna be fun. So this is where I was talking about earlier, where I do stupid shit. And all of a sudden I can't aim worth a crap. There we go. Once they fall, rush up and hit them with a melee weapon. You get extra damage while they're on the ground. Sneak damage is what it's called. You get a chance at it. Alright, so let's lead this guy away here so I can go back up and search her. One headshot. Two headshots. Three headshots. Four. See, it takes a lot to kill these zombies on insane mode. They got a lot of hit points. Of course, it doesn't help that my aim is crap. Always try to melee them in the head. You have a chance to decap them if you do. They also hit a lot harder in insane mode. You can see he took almost half of my damage away. Oh crap, I'm out of energy. Out of stamina. Yeah, it's time to quit messing around with these guys. It's getting close to getting dark. I need to just go ahead and go and get away from them, especially since I'm out of arrows already. Really need to find a chicken. That'd be a great boost of feathers. Chickens give you a lot of feathers when you can cut them with a knife, harvest them with a knife. There's that deer again. Ooh, 13, nice. I need to get a little more wood. This is one of the easiest zombies in the game to kill as far as hit points go, so let's see here. 1 headshot, 2 headshots, 3 headshots, 4. That third one might not have actually headshotted her, might have hit her in the shoulder. There we go. Ah, they're just giving me the sandwiches. Those things are no good to eat. They will, possibility of giving you dysentery, I think. But they are good for later on in the game. You can make modi bread with them in a chem station. 10 sandwiches to 1 bottle of murkied water gets you a modi bread, I believe. So here's what I'm going to do for the night. I am going to make some catwalks and make a little tree house. Tree house to stay the night in. That's why I'm getting a little more wood. Get up off the ground a little bit. Heading towards this trader. Oh crap. That ain't good. Where is he? Is it a crawler? Ah, these sham sandwiches, come on. If you beat the zombies' bodies up, they'll give you bones and animal fat. Um, the animal fat's good for making tallow, which is good for um, making torches, and that's also good for a couple other things. The bones will give you, you can make into bone shivs. You can also later on make, use them for fertilizer and stuff like that. Uh, let's see here. Ah, shit. I want to get this out a little further than that, but not looking like it wants me to do that. Okay, let's try it this way then, since you don't want to do it that way. There we go. Alright, so should be fairly safe here, I think. We'll find out soon enough. If any zombies come up, I don't know if they can reach me at this point or not. So let's see what we got here. We got some gun stuff, a flashlight. At this point, these gun things aren't going to help me. Just get the iron out of them, I can get better use of that.
Wilhelm Rocks My World has left the server.
Let's go ahead and eat. Let's go ahead and heal up.
Happy Trails joined your channel.
I wasn't the only one to go down, huh?
Nah. I'm streaming and recording, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. Yeah, he ended up beating me. My dice went really terrible in the second half.
Up to my stomping field team to make me proud.
Alright, so we healed up. We're doing good there. This is the character screen. You can see right now my total temperature is 10 degrees. And then right now it feels like 69 degrees to me. You can freeze when you get to 20 degrees and go below. You'll start experiencing hypothermia stage 1. At 10 degrees, you'll start experiencing hypothermia stage 2. And at 0 degrees and below, or in negative, you'll start feeling hypothermia stage 3, which will demolish your food level very quickly and slowly start killing you. You'll freeze to death. The way you can keep yourself from freezing is get better clothes that have better insulation. If you click on a clothing item, if it has insulation, it will have the insulation moniker there. It'll tell you if it's plus or minus. Plus makes you warmer, minus makes you cooler. Let's see, what else? For those that are new that may not understand or know the game, um, the other way to uh, heat up is to get in to cover, which is going into a shelter, a house, a tent, anything that covers you up. Um, if you're wet, which is the umbrella icon, and you show a percentage of being wet, either when it's raining or if it's snowing or you've been in the water, then drying off will cool you off a little bit or warm you up a little bit. I'm sorry. Um, Same goes for overheating. When you get to um, 100 degrees, you're experiencing heat exhaustion level 1. 110, you're at level 2. 120 plus, you're level 3, and you'll start overheating. Uh, you'll consume water much quicker. The easiest way to cool down is to get in water and get wet, or go high into a mountainous biome where there's going to be snow. Snow will cool you off. There are some clothes that have negative insulation, like the cowboy hat. Um, Sunglasses, I believe, have a negative insulation, or they used to. Bandanas, I think, have a negative insulation. um, an animal hide poncho has -20 insulation, so that'll cool you off big time. And that fits in the coat section here, the overcoat. Um, a puffer coat and an overcoat, or a duster, I'm sorry, are large amounts of positive insulation. So usually what I tend to do is I'll have all my normal clothes on and my armor, and then I'll fluctuate between my puffer coat and my animal hide poncho depending on the biome I'm in and what my body feels like. If I'm starting to get too hot, I'll throw the animal hide poncho on, and it cools me off. If I'm getting too cold, I'll throw the puffer coat on. So that's how the weather works. Food and water, pretty much self-explanatory. Your food goes to 0%, you start starving. Your water goes to 0%, you start dying of thirst. Each thing that you eat or drink will add percentages to that. Levels, what level you are as you do stuff, you get experience points and you level up. Each time you level up, you get 5 skill points to spend on skills. Wellness, the max you can get to is 200. The lowest you can go to is 70. Each time you die, you will lose 10 wellness. Um, each time you do or consume certain items, better food, vitamins, some drinks, they will have a chance to increase they will increase your wellness a certain point, a percentage. So you can gain wellness that way. Uh, Wellness allows you to, it's your health points basically. It allows you to um, take more hits before you die, that kind of stuff. Stamina is the blue bar here. When you do things that consume stamina, um, the more you do, the harder you do it, and shorter periods of times, the more stamina you lose. If you're down to 0, you're physically exhausted, so to say. You can't run. It takes longer to do things. So you want to manage your stamina a little better. There are drinks that boost your stamina if you're down low and you need to boost it real quick. Um, um, so for your person, that's pretty much it. Your backpack here with your inventory, you can use this sort inventory icon to sort your inventory by type. So to put all weapon parts together, that kind of stuff. I don't ever use it because I have a specific system I use in my backpack that I already like. I always leave my wood, stone, fibers, feathers up top. I do my scrap iron, lead, and bronze at the top right. I do my food right here, my food and drink. I do my medical supplies here. I do my ammo on the bottom right, and then I use the bottom left for my items that I carry with me all the time. Um, for instance, a pipe or a wrench to tear stuff down, a hunting knife to skin the animals or harvest the animals, pickaxe, fire axe, that kind of stuff. On my belt, I always use my ranged weapons first, starting with my guns. So if I had a shotgun, I'd go shotgun, then I'd have my pistol, then I would have my bow or my crossbow, then I have my melee weapon, then I have my resource or my mining tool, what I use to get resources, whether it's a fire axe or stone axe or pickaxe, whatever. And then I'll normally have on these two here, I'll have health stuff, pills, and then bandages. If you're bleeding, then bandages, you need to use it or you'll bleed out. You use a bandage real quick, it stops the bleeding. The two types of bandages, a regular bandage will just stop bleeding. The bandage with the medical cross on it will also heal you a little bit. That's what I used earlier to heal from 53 to 83. Pills will heal you slowly over time. First aid kits are a huge boost of health immediately. And blood bags also give you a smaller boost of health immediately. And then my last belt item, I usually have my wood frames in. Let's go ahead and make a couple of bone shivs here with these bones. I'm not going to keep those for now. I'm not going to keep that for now. So now, with these bone shivs, I can actually harvest animals. So the reason why you want to harvest, if you kill an animal and you just hit them with your stone axe, you're going to butcher them. You will get a little bit of resources, but you won't get very much because you're basically just butchering the animal. If you use a knife, or a hunting knife, a bone shiv, any type of knife like that, you can harvest them or skin them, so to say, and you'll get a lot more resources out of it. You'll get meat, animal hides, animal fat, couple bones, most likely at the end, that kind of thing. The map's pretty simple. That's where my bedroll is. If I were to die, I would respawn on my last placed bedroll. In this game, dying doesn't matter because I'm dead. Dead is dead. The arrow, your direction you're pointing in, we're going to be going up here, going north up here. Coordinates. So if you hover over a section, it'll tell you your coordinates. You can save waypoints. I'm not going to go through that now. Creative mode I'm not going to use here, so we don't have to worry about that. This is mostly for multiplayer, or actually it's all for multiplayer. It would list all the players that are in the game and all their stats. You can friend them by selecting them and then clicking the plus, or just clicking the plus icon. And then if you are allies, you have a checkbox here you can click to track where they're at on the map. Quests, this will show you what quests you have going on. There are quests in the game that you can accept. Here's where you'd go to see what the stats are on those. Journal is basically just a journal saying what you've done since the game started. And crafting menu, you've seen me play around in that already. Pretty simple. You have the icons here that tell you each category. You can type in here to search for it. You can click the star to favorite it. Pretty much it. And then the last thing is skills. They added a new skill perk system to the game. I'll go into more detail here later as I start doing my skill ups. You see I have one skill point to assign. When I level, I'll actually get 5 more points. But I'm not going to worry about that for now. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a couple more stone axes. Excuse me. I was going to tear those down for the wood, but I'm not even going to worry about that. I am just going to go ahead and get going. Try to find some more bird's nests. And we'll go ahead and chop down another tree to get a little more wood.
Yeah, see ya.
Later, man.
Happy Trails left your channel.
And where am I at stone? Well, I'm good on stone for now. Alright, so... Right. Now my biggest thing is finding... Oh great, we're in a burnt forest. But that's good, because I can see the birds' nests a lot better in this biome. And the trader's in the burnt forest, that's awesome. Nice, we got a nurse. So one thing you have to be careful of in the burnt forest is smoldering piles of wood. If you run over them, you will hurt yourself. You'll catch on fire. Ah, crap. She got up and immediately swung. There's that burnt guy. Knew I could hear him. So that's the fire sound you can hear. Unfortunately, my reinforced club is about to bite the dirt, and I'm almost out of feathers, and all I want to do is kill that nurse. The reason why I want to kill the nurse is because they usually have good medical supplies on them. I need to get this guy away from her. Ah, all that for nothing. Alright, let's get out of here. Leave that guy alone. See if we can find some birds' nests. These little pieces of smoldering wood you can run over, they don't hurt you. There's bigger piles that will, and I'll show you one as soon as I find it. Ah, there's bird's nest. That sounds like a crawler. Right now I just really need to find feathers, and a lot of them. What I really need is... There. Those are the ones you don't want to run over, because those will catch you on fire and do damage to you. Where are all the nests? Oh, there's a chicken. Where'd he go? Damn it, I know I seen a chicken. Crap, that sucks. I know I seen one. Oh man, I hear a bear. There's a chicken. Walking on water. He walks on water when he's alive, but he sinks when he's dead. Come on, give me those luscious feathers before that guy gets here. Whew. Alright, well, some big time feathers that I needed. Let's go ahead and get away from them. As you see, zombies do not mind water. They will walk in the water. They cannot swim, so they will only walk along the bottom. But they will follow you through water. So to swim, you can either look up to surface, look down to go into the water, hold your up movement key. If you sprint while you're swimming, you'll go faster, and then if you hold your jump button in like I was just doing as well, you'll jump along the top of the surface and you'll go about as fast as you can go across the surface. Okay, so first thing I need to do, scrap that, put that in. Got all these beautiful feathers. Let's make some arrows. And I'm gonna need more food, or more wood, I mean. What I really need is a pot now so I can make some bacon and eggs with all my eggs. There he is. Let's go ahead and kill this guy. Try to, anyway. Wow, that kind of sucked. Didn't do too good a job there, did I? Nice, got him. He was actually not too bad to kill. Didn't get crap for it. Oh, nice, shotgun schematic. I am spending a little more time getting some more resources. It takes resources to make all the arrows, obviously. So I will spend the time to get them. Goes a rabbit in the background up there. I'm not going to mess with him. So you see the little thermometer in the bottom left, that means I'm starting to overheat. Or not overheat yet, but I'm getting close. That's the 10 degrees warning. You can see it's going up, so the quick, easy way to get rid of that, like I said, is to get in the water, which there just happens to be a bunch of water right there. As soon as I've knocked this tree down, I'll jump in the water real quick to cool off for a second. As your stone axes get better, you'll start doing more damage, or block damage. As you get better tools, mining tools, you'll do better block damage. You can see my stamina's down to 0 because I've been constantly swinging that that axe. So let's get in here, cool off, gain our stamina back. Let's check our food and water. We're alright so far. The other thing is, since I have meat now, you will notice that the meat emits smell. Bag smell, the smell strength. So the range is how many meters, the strength is how strong it is. If you put it in your belt, you'll notice it's a lot stronger. If you eat it without cooking it, you have a 50% chance to get food poisoning. So the longer you carry it, the more chance that zombies will sense you at a further range because of the bag smell. As you cook it, that smell goes down. So you can actually lessen the amount of the smell because it's now cooked and not raw. So I will carry it for now until I can take a few minutes to sit down and actually cook it. And then once I cook it, I'll eat it. I don't want to take the time now because I need to keep moving. Try to find birds' nests and feathers. Nice, lots of feathers. So I'll just swim normal here so you can see it. So if I look down, I'll actually dive. If I look up, I'll actually surface. You noticed as I was underwater, I had an oxygen meter on the side there that's slowly going down. Well, more than slowly, it's going down pretty fast. If it gets to 0, you will drown. Pretty simple. So we'll put our sprint button in and start jumping so we can get across this water quicker. There we go. Now, I hear a zombie. There he is. Since these guys are fairly easy to kill, let's go ahead and try to kill him. The reason why you want to try to kill them when you can is they give you good experience points. It's a good way to level up early. Yeah, those guys are pretty quick. They're pretty simple to kill. I got a feather, that's good. And here's the trader. And I hear another zombie. Oh, there he is. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and get in here. Getting some good stuff that I'm scavenging here that I can sell to the trader. Now, the thing about the trader is, he's open during the day, but he closes at night and will kick you out. So be careful not to get caught here very late at night, because you'll get booted and then you'll be out in the middle of nowhere and have to deal with that. Continue searching stuff here. Try to scavenge as much as I can from around here. Oh, that's beautiful. Come on, baby, give me a cooking pot. Ah, these little burnt down corner buildings, you have a good chance to find a cooking pot in the stove. But unfortunately, I wasn't that lucky. Did, however, find a can of food, which I will eat. Some salmon. Let's go ahead and scrap that. Alright, that looks like that's about all that I'm going to get here. So let's go ahead and go on into the trader. I think there's some stuff in here I can scavenge as well. Have not been to this trader outpost yet. I haven't seen it in my other multiplayer game I was playing on. So here's your vending machines. You can put stuff in here to sell. In multiplayer, I haven't done it yet. It's pretty expensive to do, to rent it. I really don't have a need to do that. So here's what the trader looks like. This is Trader Bob. Yes, Trader Bob, you can help me. Let's go ahead and sell as much as I can sell. All this stuff I don't need. I'm going to actually keep that because I can use it as a light. Actually, I don't need to use it as a light source. Right now, I just want to get as much money as I can get. So I'm going to sell everything I can possibly sell that I don't need right now. Will 100 get me... Ooh, 35 steel arrows would be very nice. Need 158. What can I sell to get to that? I need to keep that. I can sell the flashlight. Oh, nice. That'll do it. Let's buy us... Oh, it's 158 for 5 of them. That stinks. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, I need the crossbow. That's what I need. I cannot get 757 yet. I could get iron arrows. That would be a little better. Let's do that. At least gets me 10 of them. When you deal with the trader, selling and buying, do things one at a time, because it will knock your bartering skill up. And as opposed to doing a bunch of items at once. I should have looted everything before I went in there, actually. Could have got some more stuff to sell. Ah, nice. Alright, so what we're going to do here is try to loot everything I can. Oh, I can't hit stuff in here, that's right. Traders are land claimed, so you can't do any damage. I don't know what the hell that is. I can get these chairs. You can scrap chairs for wood. Extra wood. Ah, desk. Give me something. Ah, some clothes. I do not want a skirt. Take it though. And let's wear the pants. So now I have some pants on. Yay. Lots of areas in here to search and try to what is that? Oh, it's a table. Search and try to scavenge stuff to go sell. If I could buy me a crossbow right off the bat, that'd be so very nice. Unfortunately, I cannot get any of that stuff. Can't pick that chair up. Can pick that one up. I don't know if I can sell them chairs to them or not. We'll try it before I break them down again. Alright, one last thing to search here. Nice. See if I can get some food out of here. Oh, that's nice. That might give me a wellness. And it might not. There's some more health stuff, that's good. Empty jars are always good. Cooking pot, yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Now let's see if I can get a pistol out of the toilet. Toilet's a really good place to get pistols. Yes, you've seen a human turd in there. Human turds are actually do stuff in the game now. Before you could throw them at other players on multiplayer. Nice, a wrench. You could also throw them to distract zombies. But that was about all they had. Now they actually have, oh wow, 2 more pots. Now they actually have in the game, you can use the turds to make fertilizer. Fertilizing is for farming, and I will explain farming if I make it long enough to where I'm actually doing some farming. Some leather dusters, nice, that's for when you're freezing. Sledgehammer schematic. Man, I'm finding some good stuff in this trader. I like it. Alright. That's it for up here, it looks like. Let's hurry up and get back over here, see if I can sell any of this stuff that I just picked up.
Take your time.
Oh, I will. Oh, the skirt does sell. Nice. I don't need that for now. Let's sell it. No sell price for the chair. I was afraid of that. The duster does sell. Yeah, let's go ahead and sell that. Keep this one to wear when we're cold. We're not going to worry about selling those. We'll just scrap them. Along with this. Along with that. We will sell that. Good enough for now.
With you, my friend.
We're going to save to be able to get enough to get... We can make a couple more iron arrows. Alright, so to load, you hold your R button in when you have your weapon up, and you have the 4 different items you can choose. That's regular, iron, steel, exploding. So we're going to go ahead and load up an iron arrow. We're going to get out here and get us to an area where we can survive. First thing we're going to do is go back to the water. The reason why we're going to go back to the water is to fill up our glass jars so we can make some water out of them. Alright, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys a little trick that I do to survive the night if I don't use the catwalk like I just did the other day. So I will build a plus shaped platform too high, and I upgrade it because it takes the zombies a little bit longer to break them down. That should take all my iron, yep. So the reason why I do 4 high, or 4 like this, in this cross pattern, is because I'm going to go straight up from the middle section, the one that I'm standing on, and having these 4 out here in the cross, the zombies will hit those first before they can get to the middle one. So it gives you longer to hopefully kill the zombies before they take your base out. If they take the supporting platform out that you're standing on, your whole platform will die, or will fall, and you will die. So I go 3 up, like you just saw me do. I need to make some more wood frames real quick. This is why you want to have several wood frames on you. So now what I'll do is I will come out. Oh, not that. Maybe. Get this to go. This is a little trick that once you get used to doing it, there you go. This allows you to place these safer than having to come out like this and teeter on the edge and try not to fall off. So what I do is I come out 4 to the side of the middle one, and I'll do this on a couple of different areas. See if I can get this one going. Come on. There we go. If you get just right and you hold your right mouse key in to place the frame, and you just hover there and you hover just right, you'll place it. Sometimes once you get used to it and you do it a lot, you can pretty much hit it every time right off the bat. I don't feel like messing with it right now. I'm just going to come out and do it this way. I'm used to doing this teetering on the edge. Some of you may not be used to it. Alright, so we got 4 now. The reason why I do it this way is if zombies come out, they will hover beneath where you're at, and if you stand on the edge, they will just run circles around underneath you and you can sit there and shoot them. If I were to stand over here, then they would come up to these wood base cross platforms I did, and they would hit them and knock them down and slowly knock me down. Now, let's get some wood going here. We're going to do our bottled water because we have 4 murky waters. If you drink the murky water, you get a chance to get something. Dysentery, that's what it is. 50% chance to get dysentery. So you get a cooking pot and you can boil the water. By doing that, you have to have a fuel source, and then you just cook it. For the meat, I'm going to do bacon and eggs. It takes 2 eggs and 1 meat. You need a pot to do that. So, with the meat, you can char meat on a campfire without any cooking utensil. And that's just charred meat. And it gives you the lowest amount of value back. The next thing you can do is you can boil meat in a cooking pot. It's the next best thing above charred meat. After that, and it's a lower smell value as well. After that, you can grill meat. That's if you have a grill, then you can grill meat. It's even better than boiled meat. And then you can make meat stew, which is the best food in the game. It takes 1 meat, 1 bottled water, 1 ear of corn, 1 potato. Beef stew is, or meat stew, I'm sorry, is really good. The second best eating item in the game underneath the meat stew is bacon and eggs. It does have a small smell range, but it gives you 15 fullness and it gives you +1 wellness. That's why it's so good. Each one you eat will give you +1 wellness. So you will notice as soon as I eat one, as soon as I get done eating one here, it knocked my food percentage up. It also knocked my wellness up +1. So I will actually open up my bag here. You see I'm at 54% food. Oh, well, probably help if I grab the food and the meat out of the campfire. And grab my cooking pot back. You can also have a grill, and you can also have a beaker for doing medicine and stuff like that. Now you notice it gave me some text down there saying I'm carrying something that smells. And also I have the little nose icon down here on the bottom left, which tells me that I'm carrying something that smells. So you can see I'm at 53% food and I'm at 101 on wellness. And you see that my health bar went up to 101. So we'll eat our last meat, and +15 fullness knocks me up to 21%. So it's a pretty good little boost. And it should knock my wellness up another one. Maybe, hopefully, maybe not. Let's go ahead and drink some water. Water's at 24%. We'll drink one. When you drink it, you get your glass jar back, which is good. So we'll go ahead and drink all 3 that we need to get to 100%. What I'll end up doing is you can also boil eggs if you need just quick food. I usually don't do that. I save the eggs for bacon and eggs because eggs are not the easiest to get a lot of. So that's what I save those for. Now, what I am going to do is I'm going to take a chance here. To fill this water up. Fairly safe chance because nobody was out there hunting me. But you never know. Now I can go ahead and burn off these next 3 water and get me some more water back. Cook these real quick. Get away from that fire. The fire will warm you up. Right now I'm already close to overheating, so I don't need to be any more warm. And it should be done. Yes. So this was a good day. Found my cooking pot, I got some water. Got to the trader, which is good. So I will leave this platform up since I'm in single player, not multiplayer. Normally in multiplayer I would tear this all down to the cross platform and just leave that up. I would take these wood frames back. Right now I'm not too worried about it. I will make a few more wood frames just to have them, and I will also start spam crafting a little bit just to get these levels up. Finish killing off night, and while I do this I'm going to go ahead and call it day on this recording for the first one, and I will come back in the middle of the next day once I'm going strong again. And oh, actually I leveled, so let's do the skills real quick and then I'll call it. I want to show you a little bit on the skills. So now I have 13 skills, or sorry, 12 skill points to do. Everybody has different things that they want to do on leveling up with skills. My opinion is I would never level up items that you can level up by doing normal things in the game. For instance, tool smithing. Every time you make tools, your tool smithing has a chance to go up, or will gain experience until it gets to the next level. So anything that's /100, you can earn those points in the game. I wouldn't waste your skill points leveling those up. They also cost 1 point to buy. Anything that costs 5 points, 10 points, 15, 30, those are the ones you want to worry about leveling up with your level points. Each one does different things. If you click on it, it'll tell you what it does. It'll tell you what bonuses it gives you. Some of them you have to have requirements before you can get there. This one you have to have pistols at 50. If your pistols were at 48 and you had enough points to buy the 2 points to be able to get Deadshot, and that's what you really want to do, then you could spend 2 points there just to get it to 50 if you didn't want to wait and get it up on your own normally. I can understand doing that, but normally I won't unless it's something I really, really need. You have all your armor skills. Before you can craft ammo, you have to unlock these. You have your 3 stations. You have your concrete mixing, allows you to make the concrete mixer. It costs 30 to unlock, and you need construction tools at 20. Workbench costs 15 to unlock. You need construction skills at 20, and then chemistry, you need science at 15 and construction tools at 50. Those are the 3 big items you're going to need to build in order to make certain things. Steel smithing allows you to do steel in the forge.
Paladin has left the server.
The rest of this is all kind of weapon stuff. Bartering is what you do with the trader.
M0BIUS737 has left the server.
The higher that goes up, the more points or the more money you get for selling, or the cheaper things are for buying. Athletics you get for just doing normal athletic stuff. Archery for archer. The fixer allows you to fix things cheaper and quicker, and you don't lose as much value when you fix it. Quicker crafting obviously is crafting. Pretty self-explanatory. The camel. So the 5 things that to me are the most important are these first 3, the survivor, run, force, run, and camel. The camel makes your thirst degradation go down slower so you don't get thirsty as quick. Survivor makes your hunger go down slower so you don't get hungry as quick. Also, whenever you're starving, your wellness will go down point for point pretty quick. Run, force, run is probably the most important one in my opinion. It allows your stamina to go down slower as you're running, so you can run further before your stamina hits 0. Extremely important in this game if you're going to be out scavenging, hunting, running around, looting towns, that kind of stuff. Very, very important to be able to run as much as possible. The other 2 are Health Nut and Sexual Tyrannosaurus. Health Nut or Sexual Tyrannosaurus basically is what it says. You have the stamina of this ancient beast. Regain stamina faster with every rank. So your stamina regains at a quicker rate. Pretty big deal, especially when you're out running around and doing stuff a lot. And then Health Nut allows your wellness to go up quicker when you take things that actually give you wellness. And then Min wellness is lowered. So, or it's raised in this case. So basically you, instead of 70 being the lowest you could go, I believe that knocks that 70 minimum mark down or up. So it's, 75, 80, 85, 90, whatever the level is. So Health Nut's also pretty big. The most important one is this, and that's what I will spend my first 10 points in. You'll notice when I do that, my stamina degradation will be minus 10%. So now my stamina will go down slower than it was before. So I'm going to go ahead and call this a day for video 1. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will be back with video 2. Maybe tomorrow night, if I get time, I might do video 2. I'll do some editing on this one and get it up so everybody can start watching. I survived the first 2 days. Not too surprising. Almost goofed around and got killed, though, playing around with trying to kill zombies. And anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. Later.